Hello and welcome back to Exothermic Plays Games. I'm Exothermic and the date today is Friday, April 26th, 2024. That means it's the 117th day of ranking my favorite video games through each day of the year. Coming in at number 250 is Scribblenauts. To be clear, I've already covered Scribblenauts Unlimited on my channel as the 294th game on my list. Much of the concepts behind the game remain unchanged, but there are some differences. Unlimited has more words, more ways you can modify things, and way more environments, with a more organic way to solve puzzles and collect star rights. And that's not to mention the obvious difference in graphics. In the original DS game, you just select levels from a menu, and they all have a loosely connected theme to them based on the location. There are two different game modes, puzzle and action. The puzzle modes are largely the same idea as with Unlimited, where someone has a problem, you have to solve it by writing objects and people into existence with your magic notebook. Action levels, however, are a little different. You can see the star right you need to collect and just have to figure out how to physically get to it. In my opinion, the action levels are way less interesting, and I must not be alone in that opinion since they've been removed from the franchise's newer titles. So if there's all of these great things about Unlimited that are improvements over the original, why rank the first game higher? The answer is simple: replayability. One of my biggest complaints with Scribblenauts Unlimited was that there was so much content and variety, but many solutions could be found with the same handful of words. There was no actual incentive from the game for the player to get really creative and experiment with wacky solutions outside of a couple achievements, and even those just promoted standing still and writing a bunch of stuff down until you got them for no other purpose. In the DS game, there's something called the badge system. For completing levels, you earn an in-game currency, which is what you spend to unlock new locations and character costumes. The primary way you get this currency is just by completing levels, but you also gain bonus currency for obtaining badges. Examples of badges are completing a level with 3 animals, or without using any weapons, or importantly, using at least one or even all new words. So each level you're incentivized to come up with new words, even if it's functional synonyms, so you can keep getting badges. And that's just the first time you clear a level. On top of that, after you beat a level for the first time, you can play it on hard mode, which requires you beat it 3 times in a row without repeating any words across the 3 attempts. This is where the true joy of Scribblenauts is for me, having to dig deep and come up with some really creative solutions to each puzzle. Join me tomorrow as I talk about the 249th game on my list, where I blow up the same piece of rock way too many times.